Hey, what's up, Guardians of the Realm? JC here, the MMO legend, once again returning with a video fit for true warriors and sage-like scholars. Today I'd like to talk a bit about what I've been doing and what you can expect from this channel in the weeks to come. It's no secret in the MMO realm that there has been a shortage of new games to play and to look forward to. With the announcement of the shutdown of New World at the end of October, many in the online community have been looking for a new game to call home. The major contenders, Warcraft, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars, RuneScape, and The Elder Scrolls are all still hanging on and even making movements in the right direction. However, I think that a lot of us, lifers within the genre, still want to play a game that is entirely new and not just a new expansion, update, or even a fresh start server. So right now, my main MMO is Guild Wars 2. In spite of the many drawbacks with the game, it offers functional action combat gameplay, which is important to me, and it's part of a franchise that has stood the test of time. No fresh start servers, no resets on gear, it's just a true MMO, a continuous, ever-expanding game world with new gameplay elements being introduced over time. It never wastes the player's time because the game is always building horizontally instead of vertically. I know that is a deal breaker for some people, but as a responsible adult, it appeals to me. It also matters to me that my hard hours spent grinding, raiding, doing dailies are rewarded, and the game is securely not going to shut down or turn into something else with a major gameplay shift. It's been hitting record player counts on Steam lately, not including the standalone or Epic Game Store numbers, and with the success of the recent Guild Wars Reforged release, I think ArenaNet is in a very solid position to continue to build upon the world of Tyria in the years to come. Now, that's just for me personally. I know that may not be everybody's preference. I've spent a lot of time in all of the major MMOs, and Guild Wars 2 is just the game that makes the most sense to me right now. Other MMOs that I have been dabbling in recently and watching this month have been Warhammer Online, Return of Reckoning, Trolldom, and Dreadmyst. Of course there's no monsters. I'll have more videos talking about Guild Wars 2 and each of these other MMOs in the near future. After completing Code Vein 2 weeks ago, I moved on to playing the No Rest for the Wicked multiplayer update test. I was playing with my wife and my close friend McNug. We had a really good time doing quests, building up our town, and running the randomized crucible. I experimented with a couple different fighting styles, including the daggers, greatsword, and bows. After putting in about 20 hours on the game, the multiplayer test came to an end. We really enjoyed what we played so far of No Rest for the Wicked, and will definitely be returning to the game when the multiplayer update officially goes live on January 22nd. In the meantime, I've been getting informed on another hit ARPG series that's getting a sequel this year, Nioh 2. I've only just scratched the surface of this game as I'm about 20 hours into it, and I've gotta say, holy crap, this game just clicks for me personally. Once you get the key pulses and stance switching to work for you somewhat, the combat just feels so aggressive and awesome. I've heard a common criticism from Nioh veterans though, is that the game becomes too easy eventually, and I could definitely see that as a possibility, given how the many RPG systems in the game, they just throw it at you, and there's tons of potential for extremely cracked and busted builds. But for now, I'm just enjoying the ride, and I'm finding the difficulty pretty well tuned. I'm not dying too much, but I am dying, and we are having In co-op, we're having plenty of close calls where we almost die, but instead we lock in and turn the tide of battle. I'm hoping to provide everyone with a more in-depth explanation after completing the campaign and moving on to some of the DLC content. Another game I want to try this month is Hytale, the action fantasy block world game that had an incredibly long development cycle, with the rights being bought by Riot and then eventually sold back to the original developer. This just looks like a simple, fun game to me, and I don't really expect it to satisfy my love for MMOs or ARPGs, but it looks like it could be fun to play through the game as is and try some PvP minigames. I've also heard that there is potential for a MMO style custom server with the well-known MMO creator Canon's involvement. Another game I was very happy to hear is launching this month into early access is Duel Corp on January 21st. I've never gotten the chance to play in the playtest for this game personally. I've heard many good things about them, and the art style and gameplay look to be right up my alley, with the Souls-like action combat, RPG systems, and even factions and villages somewhat similar to another longtime favorite game of mine, Mount and Blade. So I will keep on looking for games. Right now, I think my next project for this channel is going to be a Dreadmyst impressions video. For now, stay tuned to see more videos covering any of the other games that I mentioned here. Follow me on Twitch to see when I go live, or join my Discord server if you want to get in on some games as well. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you're all having a great start to your 2026 season in the game of life. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, keep on leveling and stay poggers, champions.